one of the greatest men that changed the world for the better.
Tesla, a renowned physicist and inventor, left an enduring legacy that still inspires awe today. He pioneered alternating current, envisioning a future where electricity would be universally accessible, free of cost. Despite numerous groundbreaking ideas, financial constraints prevented many of Tesla's innovations from materializing. In this video, I'm excited to introduce you to some of his extraordinary inventions that remain hidden gems. Warden Cliff Tower. Upon returning to New York from Colorado, Nikola Tesla published a groundbreaking article in Century magazine that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. In this article, he unveiled a revolutionary concept for harnessing solar energy using an innovative antenna system. According to Tesla, this breakthrough could not only harness solar power, but also facilitate weather control and revolutionize global wireless communication. One of the most influential figures of his time, the American banker J.P. Morgan, took a keen interest in Tesla's visionary technology. In a personal meeting, Tesla elucidated the staggering potential of wireless communication, including the instantaneous transmission of photographs and letters across the globe. Tesla envisioned a future where the Earth itself would function as a colossal brain, capable of responding to commands from any corner of the world. Intrigued by Tesla's ideas, J.P. Morgan offered $150,000 to fund the construction of the transmitting tower and the associated power station. Although Tesla realized that this sum would fall short of the project's requirements, he decided not to jeopardize such significant financial support and accepted Morgan's offer to commence work on what would become known as the Warden Cliff Tower. Banker James Warden generously allocated 81 hectares of land on the cliffs overlooking Long Island Sound for the ambitious project. The tower, aptly named Warden Cliff in his honor, was designed to soar to a towering height of 57 meters, supporting a colossal 55-ton steel sphere at its summit. Deep beneath the tower, a shaft descended 36.5 meters, housing 16 iron pipes at a depth of 120 meters to facilitate the passage of currents and enable the Earth to resonate, as per Tesla's calculations. However, the funds allocated for the project proved insufficient to see it through to completion. Tesla informed Morgan of this shortfall, leading to Morgan's growing doubts about the project's success. Meanwhile, on December 12, 1901, a sensational announcement shook the world. Guglielmo Marconi had successfully transmitted a radio signal across the Atlantic Ocean. Tesla, while not surprised, accused Marconi of infringing upon his 17 patents. Morgan, now skeptical of Tesla's claims, refused further funding, citing Marconi's cost-effective success. Despite Tesla's impassioned pleas, Morgan remained unmoved. To compound Tesla's troubles, the stock market crashed, and construction costs for the tower doubled. This confluence of financial challenges ultimately led to the project's abandonment, and Warden Cliff Tower never became a reality. In 1917, US authorities attempted to dismantle the resilient structure, but it proved so sturdy that only an explosion could bring it down. Tesla, devastated by this monumental failure, experienced a severe nervous breakdown and required an extended period to recover. Reflecting on the collapse of his grand vision, he remarked, "It is not a dream. It is a simple feat of scientific electrical engineering, only expensive." Tesla's Warden Cliff Tower remains a symbol of his visionary brilliance, a testament to his relentless pursuit of revolutionary ideas, even in the face of adversity. Images of thought. Tesla believed in the possibility of capturing thoughts in images. In 1893, through experiments, he concluded that thoughts could be photographed. Years later, he shared with a newspaper reporter his conviction that mental images produced in the mind could create corresponding retinal images, which a special device could decipher. Tesla envisioned reflecting these images onto an artificial retina, photographing them, and projecting them onto a screen. If successful, this would enable the display of a person's imagined objects on a screen, essentially making every thought visible. In Tesla's vision, our minds would become open books, with thoughts transformed into images. Radio-controlled boat. In 1898, Nikola Tesla secured a patent that marked a significant milestone in the world of technology: remote radio control. He showcased this groundbreaking innovation at the Electrical Exposition in Madison Square Garden, unveiling a radio-controlled robot in the form of a boat. Before a captivated audience, Tesla demonstrated the astonishing concept of wireless operation, a momentous leap in the birth of robotics. This radio-controlled ship left spectators in awe, and many struggled to comprehend this remarkable creation. Some even speculated that Tesla was directing the vessel with the power of his mind. In truth, he communicated with the mechanism through a compact device equipped with control levers. Tesla's US patent number 613809 elucidated the first-ever wireless remote control device, powered by an integrated battery. Tesla's vision extended far beyond boats, encompassing a wide array of vehicles and machinery for diverse applications. During his presentation, he asserted that a handful of individuals could remotely control a multitude of ships and other vehicles. However, journalists interpreted his words differently, probing whether Tesla could create autonomous, weaponized submarines. This question disheartened the inventor, as he harbored a strong aversion to anything related to warfare. Tesla clarified that his technology aimed to alleviate human labor, envisioning a future where robots would shoulder the most arduous tasks. Regrettably, his invention was ahead of its time, confounding those who witnessed it and struggled to grasp its practical applications. Tesla's pioneering work in remote radio control laid the foundation for the automation and robotics revolution, a legacy that continues to shape our world today. Seismic Machine. In 1898, Nikola Tesla sent shockwaves through New York City during an experiment with a seismic machine. As he fine-tuned vibrations, his laboratory experienced such violent shaking that the building seemed on the verge of collapse. In a desperate attempt to halt the chaos, Tesla smashed the generator with a hammer, realizing the structure couldn't endure these intense oscillations. This alarming incident attracted the attention of the police and emergency services, though Tesla didn't initially admit to causing it. This episode spurred him to conceptualize the telugodynamic generator, intended for geological exploration, locating underground mineral deposits. Although Tesla couldn't bring his seismic machine to fruition, his pioneering ideas laid the foundation for contemporary scientific and engineering principles. Scientists and engineers today utilize the concepts Tesla committed to paper. In another endeavor for peace, Tesla revealed a project to the New York World, involving the use of wireless telegraphy to detonate powerful explosives underwater. These detonations would generate colossal tidal waves, capable of incapacitating entire enemy fleets. Tesla believed that his invention could hasten the advent of universal peace by rendering naval forces as powerless as children's paper boats. By the late 1890s, Tesla was also delving into the realm of wireless energy, pioneering advancements that would shape the future of electrical engineering. Wireless energy. Nikola Tesla, the brilliant inventor, was fixated on the notion that at high altitudes, where the air was less dense, electrical energy could be transmitted without the need for cumbersome wires. This visionary idea drove him to seek the means to harness energy from the ionosphere, a quest that demanded substantial financial backing. Fortunately, his friend Leonard E. Curtis and Colonel John Jacob Astor stepped in, investing $30,000 in this groundbreaking experiment. In May 1899, Tesla and his team journeyed to Colorado to establish an experimental station near Pikes Peak. To generate public interest, Tesla tantalized journalists with the prospect of transmitting a radio signal from Pikes Peak to Paris, although he kept the details of this feat under wraps. In the pristine Colorado setting, Tesla delved into his scientific inquiries. Tesla made a pivotal discovery. The Earth pulsated with electrical vibrations. He posited that lightning strikes on Earth created powerful waves that traversed the globe. Tesla's ambitious theory revolved around the Earth as a conductor capable of transmitting limitless energy to any point on the planet. To put this theory to the test, he aimed to produce electrical waves akin to lightning. The Colorado laboratory was a marvel, featuring a retractable roof and a towering 27-meter wooden structure safeguarding it from fire. Atop this tower perched a 43-meter metal mast, supporting a substantial copper sphere. Within the wooden tower resided an imposing Tesla coil, designed to discharge potent electric impulses into the ground. On the experiment day, meticulous checks preceded the momentous event. Tesla instructed his chief mechanic to engage the switch for a single second. As the secondary coil came to life, it erupted in sparks and crackles, enveloped in a breathtaking blue electric arc. Tesla, satisfied with the outcome, ordered the mechanic to close the switch fully. Enormous blue arcs of electricity danced along the central coil, and flashes of artificial lightning, exceeding 30 meters in length, leaped from the mast atop the station. However, during the experiment, a mishap occurred, resulting in the burning out of the dynamo machine at the El Paso Electric Company. This left the entire town bereft of electricity, inciting the ire of the power station manager, who demanded restitution for the losses. Tesla's Colorado laboratory was not solely devoted to this dramatic experiment. He conducted other remarkable investigations, including demonstrating the potential of the ionosphere as a conductor of radio waves. Here, Tesla successfully received and recorded cosmic radio waves, even claiming to have detected extraterrestrial signals. Unfortunately, his claims were met with skepticism at the time, as knowledge of cosmic radio signals had yet to emerge. Today, we know that Tesla was correct in his theory about the ionosphere's conductivity for radio waves, and observatories worldwide detect cosmic radio waves, further validating his pioneering work. Tesla's relentless pursuit of innovative ideas, from wireless energy to cosmic radio waves, continues to inspire scientific exploration to this day. Telforce. Nikola Tesla's deep-seated aversion to war, instilled in him by his father, led him to devote considerable thought to devising swift methods for neutralizing enemy armies in times of conflict. Eventually, he conceived one of his most iconic and contentious inventions, known as Telforce. Tesla chose to unveil this concept to the public on July 11, 1934, through a sensational article in the New York Times, where he provided a detailed description of the invention. According to Tesla, Telforce had the capability to annihilate as many as 10,000 soldiers from a distance of 400 kilometers. Its operation was predicated on the use of ionized metal beams, hurtling at speeds approaching 500,000 kilometers per hour, boasting a staggering power output of 100 billion watts, resulting in the instantaneous obliteration of enemy forces. While often mistakenly dubbed the Death Ray, Tesla adamantly clarified that his project was distinct from that concept. He argued that beams couldn't be produced in the requisite quantities, and their intensity waned rapidly over distance. Instead, his innovation involved the use of particles, not beams. Recognizing the substantial financial investment required to realize his vision, Tesla sought the support of the wealthy American entrepreneur John Pierpont Morgan, who had previously sponsored his ventures. However, an old conflict between them led Morgan to decline. Tesla also reached out to British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, but the statesman showed little interest in his proposal. Undeterred, Tesla extended his appeals to leaders of various countries, including the United States, Canada, England, France, and the USSR. As a demonstration of his commitment, Tesla dispatched a scientific document titled The New Art of Projecting Concentrated Non-Dispersive Energy Through Natural Media. This document outlined a vacuum tube design with an open-end, gas ceiling for particle emission, and a method for charging particles to millions of volts, enabling the creation and direction of non-dispersive particle streams using electrostatic repulsion. This presentation piqued the interest of Soviet authorities, leading them to offer Tesla $25,000 for comprehensive information on the method and apparatus. While the fate of any physical device transmission to the Soviet government remains uncertain, there are sufficient records and project blueprints, as described by Tesla himself, to develop a prototype of Telforce. Indeed, a group of scientists from the University of Adelaide is known to have undertaken such an endeavor. Perhaps one day, the world may witness the emergence of an advanced weapon capable of curbing conflicts worldwide, as envisioned by Tesla. Ozone generator. In 1903, after John Morgan's refusal to further fund his inventions, Nikola Tesla found himself in a state of despair. He needed a way to restore his reputation and regain financial stability. So he made a commitment to Morgan, vowing to release a commercial device that would become a ubiquitous global utility. In 1906, Tesla founded the Tesla Ozone Company and secured a patent for the United States' first portable ozone generator. This invention was intended to play a vital role in addressing air purification in enclosed spaces. During the early 1900s, concerns over harmful coal smoke and its potential link to emerging diseases were mounting in urban areas. City dwellers had little control over the polluted air outside their homes, but they sought solutions to improve indoor air quality. Tesla's ozone generator was initially seen as a promising answer, as it was believed to imbue the air with antiseptic properties. However, as time passed, it became clear that Tesla's device didn't possess the anticipated antiseptic qualities. On the contrary, ozone was found to be potentially harmful to human health when used indoors. Consequently, such generators are now restricted in the United States and only allowed for specific purposes, like water sterilization and specialized equipment. Despite these regulations, some charlatans continue to promote ozone therapy as a cure for serious illnesses such as cancer and AIDS. In 1913, Tesla made an audacious proclamation to the public, foretelling the day when he would soar through the skies from New York to Colorado Springs. This declaration came at a time when numerous scientists, including luminaries like Einstein and Edison, were fervently pursuing their flying apparatus designs. Tesla, too, sought to contribute to this burgeoning field. In 1928, at the age of 72, Tesla secured his final patent titled Aerial Transportation. This patent detailed a revolutionary flying apparatus that bore a striking resemblance to a hybrid of a helicopter and an airplane. Tesla's design featured an open-box-type craft with a tilting propeller and wings. He envisioned the device weighing approximately 363 kilograms and capable of taking off from a garage or a rooftop. Remarkably, Tesla proposed a flat rate of $1,000, regardless of the intended purpose of the apparatus. While Tesla's flying apparatus never took flight due to financial constraints, it laid the groundwork for future innovations in aviation. His visionary design can be seen as a precursor to modern tilt-rotor aircraft and vertical short takeoff and landing (STOL) airplanes, revolutionizing the way we approach air travel. Despite his inventive genius, Tesla was unable to realize his dream of soaring from New York to Colorado Springs, leaving behind a legacy of groundbreaking ideas and unfulfilled aspirations. Supersonic Airships. In 1919, Nikola Tesla unveiled a visionary concept that seemed almost too fantastical for the early 20th century: the supersonic dirigible. Tesla described an aircraft that would rely solely on wireless electrical transmission from ground towers to achieve remarkable feats of aviation. According to his vision, This aircraft could soar to altitudes exceeding 10 kilometers above the Earth's surface, hurtling through the skies at speeds of 1,000 miles per hour. Such capabilities promised a New York to London flight in a mere 3.5 hours. Tesla's bold ideas weren't confined to propulsion alone. He believed that the power source for this supersonic dirigible would be virtually limitless. Much like modern-day trains running on electrified rails, this aircraft could tap into energy from various power plants. While today, such a concept may seem plausible, in the early 20th century, it was met with skepticism and incredulity. Following Tesla's death in 1943, a legend emerged suggesting that many of his scientific works were pilfered, with the most prized documents finding their way to the FBI and other US government agencies. Among these documents were the blueprints for an enhanced version of the Telforce, often referred to as the Death Ray. Tesla's nephew, Sava Kosanovich, reported that certain technical documents and a closely guarded black notebook were missing from Tesla's hotel room safe after his passing. Assistant Director Peter Foxworth of the New York FBI office launched an investigation into the theft. The US government's purported intention was to preserve Tesla's documents, leading to the confiscation of all his property. Dr. John Trump, an electrical engineer from the National Defense Research Committee of the Office of Scientific Research and Development, examined the recovered documents. His assessment concluded that Tesla's efforts in the last 15 years of his life were largely speculative, philosophical, and somewhat promotional in nature, often tied to wireless energy transportation. In the wake of World War II, interest in beam weapons resurged. Copies of Tesla's documents were sent to the Patterson Air Force Base to evaluate the feasibility of Tesla's concepts. However, the results of these experiments were never publicly disclosed. In 1952, their remaining papers and belongings of Tesla were returned to Belgrade, where a museum was established in his honor. Western scientists struggled to access most of Tesla's archive documents for years, but Soviet scientists, as part of delegations, enjoyed privileged access in the 1950s. In 1960, Nikita Khrushchev, the General Secretary of the CPSU Central Committee, announced to the Supreme Soviet that the Soviet Union was developing a new and astonishing weapon, instilling fear worldwide. Many scientists speculated that Khrushchev had obtained Tesla's actual project for creating the Telforce. While the US continued its attempts to develop beam weapons, it faced challenges. In 1958, the Advanced Research Projects Agency initiated a top-secret project to develop a particle beam weapon, but due to exorbitant costs and time constraints, the endeavor was eventually abandoned. American scientists consistently denied any knowledge of Tesla's documents. In the late 1970s, there was growing concern that a large-scale beam weapons facility was being constructed near the Sino-Soviet border. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan introduced the Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI, calling upon American scientists to dedicate their expertise to the cause of world peace by creating a comprehensive missile defense system with elements of space-based deployment. After decades of research and immense financial investments, the program is still considered a failure, as it never achieved an effective means of defense against missile attacks. For many years, scientists have searched in vain for Tesla's missing documents. It remains a possibility that if Nikola Tesla possessed the means to accurately project deadly energy beams through the atmosphere, that knowledge may have been stored solely in his mind, leaving us with tantalizing mysteries surrounding his visionary ideas.